Coming up on Relatables. Don't let him change any decisions you were going to make. But if you want to go back to Italy and live your best life there, do it. Do whatever you want to do.
I don't think any decision is a wrong or right decision. I think it's just like whatever decision you make is the right decision, and you just have to fully, go into it.
Jake and Artie, the Relatables party. Relatable.
Okay, Artie, a little different start to this episode. I'd like to ask you a quick question.
Go for it.
Has anyone ever gotten you a gift and then kept it for themselves?
I feel like that's something you'd do, eh?
I just want to know if that's ever happened to you.
Off the top of my head, no, it hasn't. But is it about to happen to me?
I don't know, because I want you to watch something.
Did I get you something and I kept it for myself?
I just want you to watch this. What is it? I'm going to give it to you in a second. Just press play on the top there, please.
What did I get you? Relatables podcast is hosted by Jake Craig, a.k.a. Scrub Daddy. Oh, yeah. And myself, Audie Clark, a.k.a. Scrub Mummy. Scrub Mummy.
Bro, I have a Scrub Mummy in my... This sounds like a brand deal or an advert or some sort, but it's not.
And I can't take the claim for this. My girlfriend's mum saw him and bought him for us. Bought him for us. For us. For us.
Audie, where's my Scrub Daddy?
Oh, I think I just took it home, eh? Well, you said you had one.
I couldn't help but think about this the other day, and I was like, wait, I need to go make sure he did say us.
Were you like, oh, it's about time I need a new Scrub Daddy? Oh, Audie got me one.
Ours is deteriorated.
I think what...
Audie didn't get me one.
I think what would have happened was I would have come up here to pick up the rubbish, clean up the studio like a good co-host that I am. Would have come in here, saw the Scrub Daddy on the ground, disrespected. You would have gone down just to go eat some food or something like you usually do. Probably something unhealthy, I don't know. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to clean up. I'll take both of them. You won't even know. And you only realised because you needed a new Scrub Daddy, didn't you?
You want to know what I remember happening? And at the time, I didn't say anything because I wasn't in need of a Scrub Daddy.
Yeah.
So if you keep playing it, like if I left everything in, we get to a point where we're like, shit, we got to start talking about it. Like their brand, this is free exposure. And we chuck them over, whatever. And I remember when we were done recording, you were like, oh yeah, I'm going to take my Scrub Daddies. And I was going to, at the time I was like, oh, I think one of them's mine. But I didn't say it. Because I was like, I don't even need one, I have one. And then yesterday we get home we go away, we get home, and Joanna says, oh, next time you're out, if you can remember, can you please get a new Scrub Mummy? Because
oh, Mummy?
Ours is fucked.
Oh,
same Scrub Daddy, Scrub Mummy, same thing.
Now you want my Scrub Mummy?
I'll take them both.
No, mate.
I think I deserve both of them after being given a gift and then stripped of it.
I've got nothing to say. Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself? Where is it? It's still in the package, isn't it?
My apologies. No, they're in my kitchen sink. At least they're getting some use, man. Think of that.
I guess they're like a married couple.
My apologies, man.
There's a Scrub Mummy and a daddy.
Hey, the gesture was there. I could have easily...
It wasn't even from you.
No. This is what could have happened. So I got them from my girlfriend's mum.
Yeah.
I could have easily just taken them home and you would have never known any better. At least I brought them to the podcast and you knew you were getting a gift. See, at least you had the satisfaction of thinking you were getting a gift,
Audie,
rather than not knowing any of this was going on in the background.
Does Cassie's mum listen to this?
She might.
So that means if she's listening to this, she's really she's finding out at this very second.
What?
That you didn't even actually give it to me.
Yeah,
she's going to be pissed.
I gave it to you.
you can't give something to someone and then take it and then say, I gave it to him.
You can when your co-host is just a chill guy. I wouldn't notice. I didn't even do it consciously, eh? Well, I'll tell you what. We have other stuff in the studio right now. What do you want of mine? You can have that water pistol. I own half of everything in here. What do you want?
Half of everything. I wouldn't mind that laptop.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I own fully.
Oh, fucking hell. But so, I guess, I get to say I've been given a gift and then take
I'll
it.
get you a scrub daddy. Is that the whole point of this segment?
I need to just go order a few on Amazon.
Yeah.
The guy that invented that shit is rolling in it.
yeah.
Like he literally, I honestly reckon he gets custom made toilet paper with $100 bills and he wipes his ass with that.
I've always wanted to be one of those people who like say like, oh, what do you do for a living? Like, and they say like the most random niche thing. It's just like, oh yeah, I own Alan Snakes. Or
Yeah.
like they own like, I own Scrub Daddy.
Yeah,
Scrub
like,
Daddy.
Have you ever plugged something into a wall and you're like, yeah, like I invented sockets.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck are you talking
Do you
about?
know the wheels on your car? That was me.
How old are you? I have a friend, a family friend, who
Do you? Do you really?
this is not. I have a family acquaintance.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, at least you put family in front of it because otherwise you don't have any friends other than me, man.
I do have friends other than you. His name's Harry Quayle. All right.
He's a business partner, mate. See, there's underlying ties to all your friendships.
He's a conditional friend.
Yeah.
Not an unconditional friend. He's a conditional friend. I'm just kidding, Harry. Love you. But he'll say something to us if I don't say that. But so there's a guy that I know.
Yeah, that's better.
A family acquaintance. But so he, like, you know how all kids go into different types of sports.
Yeah,
He took up like go-karting, like proper.
that's mad.
Like
On your way to the F1.
yeah, like
Yeah.
proper professional like go-karting. And he was like, I don't know if he was the best in Australia, but he was like up there. And then
Wait. Family friend. And I know Jake's family, so he was rich, Jake.
no, he wasn't.
And he was go-karting, but isn't it a rich sport?
So like it's an expensive sport to be in,
Yeah.
and I don't think they have a lot of money.
I
don't
remember you
know.
telling me this story,
And
actually. Yeah.
so this guy, he is like racing in like competitive racing in like go-karting. And then I don't know if it was in Australia or if he went straight from go-karting up to, he got like picked up to go race in this Audi circuit in Germany. And he lived in Germany and he raced in Germany and he went to uni in Germany and stuff. And he can speak fluent German. I don't know if he still can because he hasn't been there for years. But so I remember he had come home for a bit and I saw him and I was asking him about it. And he's like, it's a fucking sick thing, you know. It's like, but it was really hard for him to compete with the people he was racing against because they all came from like very, very wealthy backgrounds. And like they could hire out a track for like practice time where he couldn't because it cost so much money. So he would only get like the day before a race, he would get to practice and then the next day was a race. So it had to be just like pure skill for him. I think he did decent. I think he got like third a couple of times. But so one of the people he was racing against was a child of like royalty from like some weird European country. Like their mom and dad was like the prince and princess of this country.
That's cool.
And they were racing against this person that was just like literally a princess or a prince or whatever. And then another one that was like going along the lines of like that weird thing that made you rich was he was racing against a guy's son. And the guy's son, so the dad of this guy was the guy who invented chocolate sprinkles. And they were
Really?
just fucking loaded from it.
What a random thing.
Invented chocolate sprinkles, bro.
That's crazy. Oi, what can we create?
So I remember being a kid and like
I've got something.
yeah.
Gum that never loses its flavor.
Is that possible? And if it is, that would exist.
With a mindset like I'll be having kids,
you
mate, going
remember-
around a go-kart course, and you'll be fucking eating your shit gum.
But do you remember when we were in Airlie Beach before we started the podcast?
Yeah.
We were like in our cars, living in our cars.
Sounds like we're homeless.
Technically, we were. Technically, we literally were. And no, we weren't. We had homes to go back to if we wanted to. Sorry, we'll put that out there. But do you remember and that was when I had just broken up with a girlfriend and we started going to the gym. Gravity Fitness, fucking hectic.
I remember showing Jake the ropes.
Yeah. But I remember just like as soon as we started going to the gym, we went and bought some pre-workout. We went and bought like protein. And then you were telling me about like what creatine is, like you were teaching me all this shit. And then I remember we we for some reason didn't like the creatine, or no, maybe we didn't like the pre-workout or something. But I remember we had this idea to have pre-workout gum.
Oh, we
Do
did.
you remember that?
I do remember, and that's a thing now.
And then 3 years later, someone's invented it.
Yeah.
So every now, I think if we put our minds to it, like we could have a good idea. And if we go through with it, it could be good.
And the other day, like 6 months ago, Jake said Netflix original, 2 guys on a podcast.
Yeah.
Is like the core theme of it.
There needs to be a Netflix series about a podcast.
Nobody Wants This came out like a month ago.
And Oddie's finished it.
I know, I did finish it. You'll find out about that.
Let's do it. Talk about it now.
Oh, we can talk about it now.
Why not?
Nobody Wants This. You loved it.
I fucking loved it.
Mid.
Really?
So.
What?
So.
Nah, what are you talking?
No, mid, man.
No. Tell me why. I need a reason why.
I could tell what was happening like 10 miles away.
See, that's what I liked about it. It's an easy watch.
For your simple brain.
Didn't I say that it's an easy watch?
Yeah, easy watch to me doesn't know I know what's going to happen. Like
You didn't know what
Modern
was gonna
Family is an easy watch and I don't know what's going to
You
happen.
didn't know what was going to happen.
Yes, I did.
You
could
didn't
easily
know what
tell
was
they were
gonna
going to
happen.
fall in love at the end.
Obviously, it's a fucking drama romance.
Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about everything in it.
Spoilers.
Okay, so firstly, how do they depict podcasting?
Yeah, see, that was a question someone asked, and that's why I watched it. So, what do you think?
It wasn't that much podcasting.
Yeah.
I guess they depicted it, like Jake said, quite well with like, they were always saying like, no, save it for the podcast, especially because they were sisters and like I assume they always hang out, which I think was quite true, especially when we have a good story or like a good video or show each other or a good saying or something.
Yeah.
Good meme. But otherwise, they made it seem quite easy.
They did make it seem easy. I think that the whole point of it was like they were already a very well established.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of left out.
Yeah, like the content wise, like talking about everything seemed quite easy, which for some people, I assume it would be quite easy for like big teams around them. But I thought it was, I don't know, it was to a certain extent, it wasn't that much about podcasting. I thought it'd be a little bit more. I would say it's like pretty true. Like it was similar to us, about like sex, relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting in it when she got a boyfriend to the rabbi.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh, fuck. I forget. I watched it a month ago.
The rabbi, like the podcast started to flunk because she didn't want to open up about her relationship, which I thought was a little bit relatable because we do have this little mental battle of what to tell and what not to tell on the podcast.
100%.
But we're pretty open and honest, to be honest. And
Yeah, I think they were depicted to be more open and honest.
yeah,
And like they were even talking about, one thing I noticed was like they were like, downloads are tanking because you're boring now. You're not that fun single person. And I think like we had a mental battle when we both got girlfriends. Like,
we did.
Not that we, not that we went out and did fun shit before that.
Yeah.
But I think like leaning into the fact that we have girlfriends actually was better.
yeah, I think so too. We
Yeah.
definitely had that mental battle at the start. Like, do I tell everyone or not? And
Yeah, like do we bring it up straight away? Do we
and then the storyline, man, I just didn't like it.
really?
She was like, like they both didn't know what they wanted out of a relationship. It was so toxic.
It was very
He was putting his job before her.
Yep.
Which I guess relatable, but then he was alluding to the fact that she was his everything. But then behind closed doors, he's like, I want to be the best rabbi ever. And then he didn't know what he wanted. Then he kept coming back on himself and making the relationship confusing. And I was like, this guy's toxic. And then she was toxic because she's coming out of past toxic relationships. And then she's fucking snooping. And then the brothers and sisters are getting involved. I was like, mate, this is just one big fuck fest.
The brother loved him.
I did too.
He was a mad
The
dog.
tall guy.
The brother's wife, bitch,
Oh, yeah.
biggest bitch ever.
Oh, what about the rabbi's mum?
Oh my god,
The only part I really
she
like,
is a cow.
yeah, because they portrayed. Someone commented Judaism.
They did, yeah. What I wanted to know was how accurate was the Judaism, and I think there was a bit of backlash with the show of that. It wasn't very accurate.
They portrayed it like too culty.
But you need an antagonist,
Yeah.
and so they decided that that's the way to do it. But I mean, I think we're not like. I think there's some people that probably would be like, oh wow, Judaism's like a cult, but I don't think we're dumb enough to think that.
Yeah,
So I
no.
think like we're a good audience to watch it because we're not going to think of Jewish people as like dickheads.
No, not at all. And I suppose it was quite eye opening because I know nothing about Judaism.
Yeah, I'd say they got some stuff accurate about just like the church and like he's a
But overall, what's Kristen Bell?
Kristen Bell?
Something better in that, eh?
I know.
Yeah, like I've never found like Kristen Bell, like I don't know, like
Neither.
attractive or like, oh wow, she's beautiful.
Wait.
They portrayed her good.
Wait, the first kiss scene, but tell me you liked that.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Tell me that was the best thing ever.
I think you built it up in my head that it was too good, and then it was mid.
You see, but I think it's that good. I think it's that good.
Overall, they have what is it? IMDb ratings, Rotten Tomatoes. Now they got Rotten Relatables. RR rating is 6.9
Out of?
10. What do you mean?
I was going to say out of 5.
What's your rating?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I think it deserves a 7.5.
That's not that good.
Yes, it is out of 10.
The way you were explaining it was like a fucking 9.9.
Yeah,
to
but
me.
I've watched shows that are way better. I just watched a cartoon that I think is a 10. Invincible.
Oh, I'm going to have to stop taking your recommendations, eh? You need to play like your cards better.
What? Okay, well, I'm about to watch The Lincoln Lawyer that you've been frothing at the mouth on, by the way.
Good, eh?
And if it's shit,
That's good.
if I don't like it.
But it might be too intellectual for you. Like there's a lot of thinking involved, and like you got to understand the cases and how the courtroom
What
works.
if I put the subtitles on?
That might help her. That might help her. But if you don't like it, it's because you don't understand it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, what?
Okay, with Nobody Wants This. Firstly, I can't believe there isn't a podcast called Nobody Wants This now, and it's not. And it's blowing up.
I like the writing on it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But secondly, I've got to say, like, for a Gen Z world that we now live in, right? This like 21st century, I reckon they got the flaws that we all have going into a relationship. I think they got it all quite accurate of like how we think and the overthinking, and then like, you know, the scariness of like committing to it instead of the job that you've worked so hard for, shit like that.
Yes.
I feel like they got that well.
I guess they're right, and they had to like go into it in more depth to make it entertaining.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Rather than just have the mental battle in yourself. They actually had to go through with it.
Also, the main character dude, right? That plays a boyfriend. I wish I remembered his name.
Yeah.
But
also, I didn't think he was that good looking. They were portraying him as this really good looking rabbi.
I got to say, like, there was something about
They
him.
should have like cleaned his beard up or something.
But I think that's like adding to the ruggedness, maybe.
I don't know.
He wasn't overly masculine. Like, I want to say, though, there's not a human on planet Earth with Riz like that.
Oh, yeah.
No one can talk like that.
No, the study was smooth.
He is the smoothest person alive.
And also,
I was falling in love with him.
you touched on the fact of like, if you're dating an actor or an actress and they're having like an intimate lovemaking or kissing scene, I don't think I could do it.
No, I tell you, dude, they looked like they were in love.
Or I couldn't watch the show.
No, I wouldn't watch the show either, but I
I would
listened.
need my wife to tell me, oh, like, this is a real kiss. Or they're really like going for it right now.
Like, he's hard.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not hard,
She's
and there's
got-
no way her panties aren't dripping right now.
Yeah.
The way that he grabs her face when they kiss, and like, think about how many takes they have to do.
But I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's playing in our immaturity, but like imagine like
I don't know though, it's fucking.
your wife's coming home from work and then she's like, oh,
She smells like another man.
and like, how's your day? Oh, we did like 6 kissing scenes. Like it was getting a bit over it by the end of it, but we kissed for like 3 hours.
You're like, shit.
Oh, like, I talked to Jake.
Oh man, like, okay, I listened to the Armchair Expert episode where he had his wife on. So Armchair Expert is by Dax Shepard.
Yeah.
It's a podcast. And Kristen Bell, the main character in the show, is his wife. And he had the other guy on with her.
Oh,
with
really?
her.
I need to
They
listen
were
to
on
that
together.
now.
You should listen to it.
Yeah, I'll listen to it
And
now.
Dax is a chill guy.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't give a shit because he just is an actor as well.
Yeah.
And then the guy is also married, the other guy that is in it.
Well, that would happen all the time.
Let's just quickly, like, just because everyone's probably so pissed off at us, like, I just want to look up his name in real life.
Yeah. So you got Kristen Bell as the main girl actor.
Yeah.
And
Nobody
he is...
wants this. Adam Brody. And he plays Noah.
No, that was it.
And Kristen Bell's character is Joanne. But the guy, so Timothy Simmons plays Sasha Rocklov, and he's Adam Brody's brother in the show. And he's the funniest fucking guy alive. I think he is the best.
That was good acting. But for everyone, if you want to go watch it,
I recommend it.
yeah.
Go watch it if you just want to sit there and watch something that you're not going to get super emotionally invested in. And if like a character was to die, you'd be upset. Like nobody dies in this, but I'm saying like If there's an issue in an episode, they resolve it that episode. I hate it when there's an issue in an episode and you have to wait till the next episode to
It's a
resolve
good
it.
show if you like want to watch some TikToks while it's on in the background.
There you go. Yeah. No, legit. That's what I did. Yeah, like you just sit there and you fucking don't have to focus on it.
You simpleton.
Fuck you. Dilemma.
Let's go.
You guys know what to do. Link is in the description of this video or in our bio on Instagram. You go down. It's all anonymous. And yeah, if you want a dilemma in the episode, that's where you submit it. Okay. Hey, Oddie and Jake. First off, huge thanks for having the guts to start this podcast. Seriously, you guys have made my drives so much more fun. Ha ha. Here's my dilemma. Thank you very much for that compliment, by the way. So here's the setup. I'm a PhD student, and last year, while I was studying abroad, I met my now ex-boyfriend. He was also an international student, and we had a great thing going for about 10 months. He ended up finishing his degree before me and headed back home, while I stayed in Rome a few more months. We went long distance after that, and honestly, we made it work. We'd call every day, send little updates, and even plan visits. But then I started noticing small changes. I brushed it off at first, thinking it was just my anxiety since I was basically living in the lab, always tired. Turns out my gut was right. He called me a few weeks later to say he'd met someone back home and wanted to be with her.
Bastard.
He said the distance was too hard and, quote unquote, it just felt right with her. So I told him I understood and wished him all the best. We haven't talked since. Fast forward to now. I'm wrapping up my research and applying for postdoc positions. I've gotten some offers, including one at his university, which of course has an incredible cancer center and would be amazing for my work. So now I'm like, should I go there? Or should I just head back to Italy and avoid the whole situation? And to make things worse, I just listened to your How Boys Love episode, and now the whole limerence thing is stuck in my head. Am I an asshole if I go? I'd love to hear your thoughts and hope you got a kick out of my story. Thanks.
Wait, is she an arsehole if she goes to his uni?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Not at all. Firstly, really it makes me happy that people who are doing a PhD
Listen to this podcast. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
But fucking like props to you. Like
That's crazy.
That is a smarty pants if you ask me.
PhD.
That is so cool. I'm trying to just like wrap my head around
I have a
much,
year 10 education.
how much fuck it up. How much work goes into that. So props to you for completing that firstly.
Yeah, but have you done that plan?
Jake's not even going to be able to understand Lincoln Lawyer soon. But okay. Let's break this down. So, firstly, the long distance thing that always fucking happens. That exact situation
Yes.
breaks apart, and he's like, "Oh, no one's in front of me anymore. Oh, I don't love you anymore. Fuck you." So sorry you had to go through that.
That sucks. You
Yeah.
tried. At least you tried. At least you got to say you tried.
Yeah, but honestly, it's a simple answer. Just act like you would if you never dated this boy. If you want to go to this great cancer research university, do it. Who gives a fuck? There's millions of people in the world, and don't let him change any decisions you were going to make. But if you want to go back to Italy and live your best life there, do it. Do whatever you want to do.
I don't think any decision is a wrong or right decision. I think it's just like whatever decision you make is the right decision, and you just have to fully, go into it.
We saw when
Back yourself.
we've done research. Yeah, we've done some research too, eh? Oh, and
Really? Have we?
we're in some past episodes, how people get over breakups.
Oh, yeah.
They avoid places where their ex might be, or usually hang.
That could be considered unhealthy.
Yeah, and like maybe that's your approach to get over your ex is like, don't want to go anywhere I might see him because it might bring all these emotions back. But I think it's important that you deal with all the emotions from the breakup. Assume it's like, how long did it say since they broke up?
She was with him for 10 months. And
A while.
yeah, it didn't say how long they've been broken up for, but I'd say it's been a little while.
I think it's important to make your decision up before you leave that you're going to go there and be like, all right, I've got fucking, I don't know, 3 months to get over this guy before I move there, because no ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend should have any impacting factor of what decisions you make in your life, especially if they're important ones like doing hectic cancer research to benefit the fucking community around us.
Yeah.
Like, go do whatever is best for you and your career, not any fucking boy who can't realize what an important person you are.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, look, if you go there and you see him and he's like, what are you doing here? You just be like, I got accepted, I'm researching cancer. What's he going to say? You came here for me.
Yeah.
You're researching cancer.
I know.
Like, who the fuck's going to try and be like, I'm the main character here. You came here for me. You're not researching cancer.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're researching cancer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't overthink it.
And then go date like a hot professor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get with the hottest guy at that
I
school.
got a question for you, Jake.
Yeah.
You know how you like so smart doing NAPLAN and shit?
Yeah.
What does PhD mean?
I actually know this. I actually do know what PhD means. It is like, once I start, don't laugh or anything, because I think I might be able to spit it out eventually.
Yeah, you can land.
Physician doctor.
PhD?
Well, I thought physicians start with PH. What does it stand for? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Oh, let me look it up.
I have no idea.
Oh shit! Practical something doctor.
PhD.
It does no right. What does PhD stand for?
Oh.
What's like? Why is it abroad? What does PhD stand for? Here we go. Oh shit! It literally is Doctor of Philosophy. Oh. So I think pretty big PhD just means doctor. And so if you have your PhD in something, you have your Doctor of Philosophy, but that just means like doctor. They just take of philosophy away from like Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Business, Doctor of... You can be a doctor of anything. Like, you can have your PhD in like anything.
That's really confusing.
So like that's why...
I see why I didn't
That's
get
why
one.
like... That's why doctors... So like people that are like a general practitioner, like an actual... like a family doctor or like a surgeon, like... I think they give like shit to fucking dentists and stuff, because like a dentist is a doctorate in in dentistry.
Yeah.
And like a chiropractor is a doctor in that field. But like, I don't think they all know how to like save a life on a plane if, someone's having a seizure and they're like, is there a doctor here? I don't think they can all like say that they are the equivalent of that. You can be a doctor of like psychology.
Can you get a PhD in podcast?
I think we can give them out.
No, you can't.
We should be able
Remember
to give them out.
Ray Gunn from the Olympics, the Australian breakdancing team? She had a PhD in breakdancing, and
That's
she
actually
taught at
insane.
Macquarie Uni. I'm going to get one for us, all right?
Beth's roommate goes to that uni.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to get this sick info, man. It's a fucking university. I thought you were going to finish that sentence.
I mean, just like she goes to the uni that Ray Gunn is at.
Sick, dude. You must have that many fucking people.
It's only the biggest university in Sydney.
Sick.
Sorry, I thought you just like wanted to add it to the conversation. I wanted to have the last words in that conversation.
Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for listening. We now have a brief paragraph from our up-and-coming, inspiring PhD candidate in podcasting, Mr. Jake Mitchell-Craig. Could you please read us a piece from your book?
Yes, this is my book, 109 Things to Say to Shatter the Male Ego, How to Piss Men Off. I wrote it with Kyle Prue.
Oh, yes.
He helped me out on that. He's trying to help me get my doctorate. Okay. This one here, page 13. So it says underneath, it says, men hate being discussed because it's how they get caught.
Ooh.
So you say, quote, oh, trust me, we've talked about it. Yeah, I didn't write this page. Carl wrote this page.
Go again.
Okay.
That PhD is looking more like
This next one,
more like a
shit.
bachelor's degree, mate.
I hope you know who this guy is. Okay. So you say, quote, you remind me of James Corden.
I know who that is.
When he asks why you've said such a thing, respond with, oh, you're just funny in the way that he's funny. Even men who like James Corden don't want to be James Corden, which is fair.
Why don't they want to be him?
I don't know. I think he's a bit of like a sellout or something.
Oh,
Who knows? I wouldn't want to be him.
well, my piece of advice is
I would want to have his bank account, but
keep working on your book, mate. Wasn't that good? That was pretty shit, if I'm being honest. But thanks everybody for listening. If you have any ways to piss men off, let us know and we can read them out from you guys.
yeah, we'll keep doing it.
Jake needs some help. But we love you. 5-star Patreon, extra episode every single week. Facebook group Baddies is going great. Going to be a description of this episode. And we love you.
See ya.